So hi Catherine, thank you for coming to IPR. It's a pleasure to have you. There's been a lot of talk in the industry, and as we've been listening to tonight, about some of the big challenges in the remittance space. What are your thoughts in terms of some of the real key issues that we're seeing in the remittance industry?
Well, I think, as of today, the key challenge is still the de-risking. It's been there for many years, but it's not getting any better. And, more and more banks, are not prepared to work with cash-based type business. And even as an online business where we're digital on the send side, totally digital on the send side, we still find that the banks are reluctant sometimes to open bank account. We've managed, and I think we've been more fortunate than most of other players because we are digital and we don't take cash. But even in our model, it's still a challenge. The thing is, you never know because you work with a bank, and sometimes they might be influenced by a US bank as a correspondent, and therefore we will close your account or don't want to work with you. So still a big challenge. I would say that regulation is always a challenge, but I think that's something you can manage much better. Bank account, you don't know. Yes.
So coming on to some of the areas that we've seen in terms of development around technology, because there's been a huge number of new players that have come into the remittance and the money transfer space. What do you see in terms of the technologies that are advancing at the moment, where would play a real key role and have a big impact in the remittance space?
Well, technology is having a major part, and obviously we use technology on a day-to-day basis to have and we develop our business on technology. And I see even in the 8 years that we've been in operation, how things even changed from when we started to today. And we're using machine learning now. We come developing artificial intelligence. So all that has progressed. So there's more and more of that technology that you can use to make things better, to make it more efficient, and hopefully meet some of those challenges that we talked earlier. I think there's obviously some new things which are on the market, like cryptocurrency and blockchain. Personally, I differentiate both, and I really think that in terms of remittance, because we are in a fairly specific market, remittance about people sending money back to their family, which needs that money very urgently for basic needs. Crypto is not there yet, I think, to meet that need. But I think blockchain could really help the remittance sector, because to help transfer funds very quickly and much more cheaply, and therefore help you to reduce costs as well. So I do believe, and I think blockchain has also got potential for other type of development, like ID verification and so on.
So Catherine, what's next for WorldRemit in terms of building your global business?
Well, although we are quite global, we're not totally global, so as a business we've got to continue to develop that network, because we want to be able to offer to more customers the opportunity to be able to send online and to send to reduce cost. We've been obviously in the early stage concentrating on more what I would call the traditional market, Europe, US, Canada, sending to Africa and the Far East. Now that we're looking at other areas like Africa to become a send market, because I think now they are ready. They have mobile money. Everybody's using a smartphone, so I think they are ready to come to the online way of sending money. And there's a lot of flows within Africa, so that's one part. But I think the other part is also to look at the product all the time and using the technology to see what else we can do with a basic remittance product and enhance it and offer other things to our customers.
So you see the emerging market space really a key area for you to focus on and concentrate your efforts in growing the business?
Yes, we will continue obviously to grow the rest of the business that we've grown for over the last 8 years, but also to look at new markets. And as I said, the emerging markets are now becoming send markets as well, and the need for remittance. People are sending their children to university. They need to make some basic payment. Very very recently, someone mentioned they were in Ghana and need to send $100 to pay for the fee for the application for the university for their child, and it's actually quite expensive to send $100 from Ghana to the US. It takes a long time and it's not very easy, so we want to resolve those issues.
Catherine from WorldRemit, thank you very much for coming this evening, and thank you very much for spending the time with us. It's been a pleasure, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.